The meeting chaired by the party leader, His Excellency Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, comes in the wake of a spate of activities that have taken place since January 30th this year, when he was sworn in as the People's President at Uhuru Park Grounds, Nairobi. To last Friday's engagement where on a framework with His Excellency Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta held a meeting and agreed to work together in the quest for peace and unity, as well as addressing other social injustices that have bedevilled our country for years. During today's meeting, a raft of resolutions were made which include the following. 1. Members supported the initiative of revamping and revitalizing the party as resolved at the meeting of the National Governing Council held here at Orange House on 23rd February 2018. 2. They welcomed the establishment of the task force to review the party's performance in the recent and preceding general election, which with a view of coming up with findings and resolutions on how best we can improve going forward. 3. That the party will do everything possible and within its means to recapture all the seats that may have been lost through petitions. 4. The members committed to faithfully contribute to the development and growth of the party and furthering its programs, including making regular financial contributions as required. 5th, the members received the report from His Excellency, the party leader, on his recent engagement with His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta and welcomed the initiative. They congratulated the two leaders for the courage, statesmanship, and boldness that saw them put aside what looked like irreconcilable differences and meet for the sake of the nation. 6. The PG encouraged the party leader, His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga, to stay focused on the big picture and the struggle for a better, just, inclusive, and fair Kenya, and refuse to be distracted by those positioning themselves for 2022. 7. The members encouraged the party leader to use this engagement to seek justice for the victims of post-election violence as a way of finding a lasting reconciliation and a unit, and to make the country one unit and the unity of the nation. Signed at Orange House. That is the resolution of our parliamentary group meeting held today at Orange House, the 13th of March 2018, chaired by His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga.
Thank you. Let's have Senator Raila first before you come in with this.
Thank you so much. There's the statement which has been given is comprehensive. But what I'm going to say just got to do with some of the headlines we've seen today and yesterday. And we're asking the media, it is important that you report the discussion and the deliberations of any meeting accurately. It does not serve the purpose of the media and the public to talk about what has happened in the sideline of the meetings instead of what has happened inside the meetings. Like from today, what I was seeing in the media is what happened outside the meeting, which came from people who did not attend the meeting. And therefore, just like yesterday, the parliamentary group of ODM has received a report about what happened last week on Friday. Yesterday also, His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga briefed the NASA leadership on what happened on Friday. And at no time did I see any moment when he was under any difficulties to give a briefing about what happened on Friday. Indeed, I think he gave a very extensive briefing. And if you have any doubt about what was said yesterday, is contained in this statement signed by all the principals. And the long and short of it is that they appreciated the dose of dialogue that His Excellency Raila Odinga had opened. It is there in the statement signed by all of them. So I plead with you that it's important, really, for you to report accurately what has taken place, including what has taken place today. And I think that for the nation, 2 headlines in a row, completely giving a different picture. I think you owe it to us to put that state of affairs clear. Otherwise, we'll think that there's an agenda somewhere that somebody is pursuing. Thank you.
And I want to just add there that we have, the PG has not put our party leader to task today, just for a record. Yes.
Well, for clarity purposes, mine really is from your statement, you resolved to actually, you welcome the initiative by the party leader working with the President Uhuru Kenyatta. Does this mean then it extends even to Parliament? Are we going to see ODM members of Parliament working together with students? And because there's the vetting of the DPP that is coming up, are you going to participate in that exercise?
Wait for this afternoon to get the answer to that. You will get that answer very well from 2:30 today. Thank you.
No question.
Kiswahili.
Today, the Orange Parliamentary Group, the PG, met at Orange House in a debriefing meeting led by the party leader, His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga, all its top officials and members of the parliamentary group. One of the things they were to look at is to review the recent position taken by His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta to try and unite a deeply divided country, and some other housekeeping matters around the political party that once was a giant and has appeared to have its fortunes dwindle in the last 2 elections.
Kwanza kabisa nataka kuongea kwa niaba ya chama cha ODM Nairobi, nikiwa mwenyekiti wao. Nataka kwanza kupongeza viongozi wawili, Rais Uhuru Kenyatta na mwenzake Raila Amolo Odinga kwa mkutano wao mkuu wa siku ya Ijumaa, kwa sababu nchi ilifunguka siku hiyo. Na tunataka kuwapongeza, na baada tena kuwa na mkutano wa wabunge wote wa chama cha ODM hapa siku ya leo, tumepitisha hayo mambo na tumewapongeza kusema kwamba hiyo ndio kupeleka Kenya mbele. Wajua kuna wale brokers katika siasa, kwa sababu nikiongelea mambo Baraka Muluka, yeye amechaguliwa wapi? Hajachaguliwa popote, anakilisha nani? Yeye amekuwa tunaonekana kwa TV akiongea mambo ya uchambuzi wa siasa. Mchambuzi wa siasa na mwanasiasa na vitu mbili tofauti. Kwa hivyo mambo ya Baraka Muluka hatuwezi chukua seriously, kwa sababu kiongozi wake wa chama chake cha NC Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi jana amekuwa na viongozi wote wa NASA wamekutana, wameongea, wamekubaliana. Kwa hivyo mtu kama Muluka sisi tuongea mambo yake, huyo ni mtu ajulikani popote, na nataka kumwambia afunge mdomo yake, awache hizi perenyonyo za huku barabarani. Kwa Wakenya tukubali haya mazungumzo na yale yamepitishwa na hawa viongozi wawili siku ya Ijumaa, na kusema kwamba tunawaombea Mungu awasaidie waendelee, kwa sababu maadui ni wengi, na sisi kama Wakenya tuko milioni zaidi ya 45 na tuko nyuma yao kwa ukamilifu, na tunasema ni pongezi tena kwao. Na sisi kama washikadau na viongozi wa chama katika Nairobi tutazunguka na wale wenzetu wa Jubilee kwenda kukaa mikutano na maralis za kuweka hayo mambo vizuri.
We have had a meeting of a parliamentary group, the ODM parliamentary group, and a statement has just been released by Junet, who is the secretary of the parliamentary group. Basically, we were briefing them on our activities as a party. The first one being the commencement of the revamping of the party by sending out word that we look to fill all the vacant positions in the party structure down to the grassroots. So we were bringing them on board that program because we know that members of parliament are extremely important in that particular process. Number 2, we have also briefed them on the formation of a task force as was resolved by the National Governing Council on the 23rd of February the task force is to look into the performance of the party throughout the 2017 election cycle and make recommendations on a way forward to ensure that the party performs better in subsequent elections. Number 3, they have also received a brief from the party leader regarding his discussions with Uhuru Kenyatta and where those discussions are supposed to lead and which particular role they can play as members of parliament. So out of that meeting, there have been some resolutions, key among them, that the members of parliament will continue to support the activities of the party, including the 2 that I have mentioned, and that they will continue to make financial contributions to the party to enable the party to be able to conduct its affairs. It has also been resolved to fully adopt and support the position taken by the party leader to initiate dialogue with the President, Uhuru Kenyatta, and to see where those negotiations will go, and a specific resolution to the party leader, our President, Raila Odinga, to ignore the noises of those who we know are positioning themselves for 2022 as opposed to putting the interests of the party and the country first.
Lastly, you had an interview with, in a TV station with Barack Muluka. What is the relationship so far within the NASA sister parties?
I think the relationship has been set forth by the principals yesterday. For us as ODM, we respect the summit as an organ of NASA, which we are still members to, and that therefore the direction that is given on the relationship within the coalition, we take it from the summit itself as a leadership of the coalition. So for us, we have no problem with anyone. We continue to focus on what the real issues are, and the real issues are finding justice for our people, finding justice for the election, and redeeming this country from tribalism and corruption.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Different members of parliament had different ideas or suggestions, but as George Alado has put it, there will be a massive and aggressive campaign to both strengthen the party and make sure the common person, the NASA faithfuls, and perhaps also the Jubilee faithfuls, understand the new position adopted by their party leaders. Remember, this is one of the most divisive elections and intense elections ever witnessed in Kenya's electioneering history. Some faithfuls, however, are yet to be convinced that this was the best direction to go. However, His Excellency Raila Odinga indicating that leadership, one of the key ingredients of leadership, is sacrifice. And sometimes you may make unpopular decisions, but for the common good of the country. It now waits to be seen how everything else will pan out in the larger scheme of things in this new political dispensation that brings what was once seen as four together. Reporting for NASA TV from Orange House, I am Maurice Ochie.